4 is a new digital-only card game that's currently in closed beta on Android and iOS. I've been playing a ton of it, both on stream and off stream. The core game rules are very straightforward. There are 3 locations here that'll have different abilities that flip up each game from a pool of about 60. Your cards have a mana cost and a power, and then usually an ability. And the goal is at the end of the game to have the most power at 2 of the 3 locations. Let's go ahead and put Ant-Man here in the center. One-cost cards cannot be played here, but that's okay. Ant-Man is already there. Yes, the Marvel Snap YouTube channel is a repurpose from the old Daily Deck Digest channel I had. And the Central Park is actually kind of a medium beat for us. So Warpath's ongoing ability is so long as you have an empty location, it gets +4 power. That's a pretty big downgrade for him. Oh, actually, I can move this squirrel to New York at the end to potentially get some value out of Warpath still, huh? If I'm gonna do that, it means I only have 1, 2, 3 other locations. So I probably need to do nothing this turn, right? If I'm playing these as my last 3 cards. Also, they have Angela here in Central Park, so I don't really want to fight over this anyways. She gets bigger every time they play a card. So Central Park, a little bit bad for us, but New York, good for us. So good. Good 1, 2 there. I think I'm going to go ahead and Warpath on the left here. And then we'll Claw on the left, who gives 5 power into the center. And then we'll Onslaught. Yeah, listen. I'm going to be done saying I'm too annoyed to keep playing because I keep coming back. The game's just too good, hats. I'm a pass Jeff as a dirty, filthy, rotten liar. Alright, so Central Park is decidedly locked up here. Although I guess there is some concern. There could be merit to me clawing in the center, because they could shuffle Angela and friends over to New York to fight me there. I guess I could Iron Man here in New York. And then once Iron Man doubles my power at a location, so he'll be worth 9, 10, 11. So we'll have 22 total here. Let's Cosmo do. He is an interactive card. He stops on reveal abilities at the location where he is present. Okay, and they Iron Man'd us mid. And Iron Man them left. So I have to move this squirrel here to get Warpath's ongoing bonus going. And then I can either claw here to hedge them pulling out of Central Park, or I could Onslaught here, which means he doubles my ongoing effect. So Ant-Man will get doubled. So Ant-Man will be worth 7, 13, 17 here. I think I like this. I think we're far enough ahead that I'm gonna snap them here. We'll see. They could like Angela. They could like Angela plus Chavez here and get us. So if they move in on New York here, we could be in trouble. Yeah, I guess they could also Nova Carnage us. Marvel Snap. No, just cosmetics, Rufio. All cards with unique card names are the same. Listen, chat, my stream title is Spewing Cubes with Bad Decks, so we are living up to that. We're just making the truth out of our stream title. This deck might be a little bit too bad overall. I was working on this one off stream, and I think I've spewed like 2 or 3 levels worth of cubes with it. If we get stopped once or twice more with it, we'll probably slide along to something else. This is the new location. At the end of each turn, give all cards here +1 powers to get rewarded for playing to this early. Yeah, we're definitely gonna play some of the Sir 3-Bro deck today. I like that one. Star-Lord gets bigger if you predict where your opponent's about to play their thing. Baxter Building's interesting. So whoever winning here gets +3 power in other locations. So now I gotta decide, do I want to keep moving in on Murray Isle, or do I want to try and fight for the Baxter Building? Deploy Cosmo to the Isle so we can build him up a little bit. Nightcrawler into the Baxter Building's weird. I feel like they should definitely put him over here to build him up for a turn or two. Deploy these over here. Wave not really doing anything other than disrupting them a little bit next turn. We're already on turn 5, so she's not really meaningfully reducing the cost of anything we have in our hand. Punting the Isle at this point. I guess I could have Iron Man'd here. I guess we're actually not that far off of winning this either, though, right? Because they're up 3 from Baxter Building, so this could easily swing 6 points in our favor if we start winning the Baxter Building. The question is gonna be, is that 6-point swing enough? We could definitely win the Baxter Building with Onslaught. I don't know that that's enough, though. So they played into Dark Dimension, so we're not going to be winning that. So if I Mr. Fantastic here and armor left, Ant-Man's going to go up to 4, so that'll be 4, 7, 9. We'll have 18 total here in the Baxter Building versus 20. With armor. Armor gives us a slightly better shot to win here. They snapped. I'll do this. I think we can win right and left, because if we win right, the Baxter Building's gonna give us an advantage here. Well, Spain's a big jump. I think we're a little short now, right? Oh, they had Blue Marvel in the center, too, from the turn we waved. Yep. Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna delete this deck. This ongoing deck just definitely doesn't feel like it is. I've tried a lot of different iterations of this over the last 3 or 4 days. I just can't manage to make them work. And tools just don't feel like you're competitive enough. I feel like with how little power... I feel like with how little power Onslaught provides, he could easily double your ongoing effects at every location. Honestly, the deck might be better without him, just with Spectrum in it as the payoff. Even her, I'm not sure that it's good enough. Let's play some of the Cerebro deck. This deck's got a fun gimmick to it. No, they have not posted what changes they're making in advance. They said in addition to changes to Nova, they're also considering a number of buffs and nerfs to other things as well. So we'll find out in a week and a half or so. Thanks for the follows, folks. Welcome on in. Gonna have some folks in here enjoying some Snap this afternoon. The changing Nova to only be cards at its current location doesn't make sense because you don't destroy cards one at a time. You destroy everything at a given location. All right, so Blade discards a card from her hand when we play it. However, I really don't want to discard Cerebro or Blue Marvel, so I'm actually just going to pass her. We can hopefully fill this on curve later. The bar with no name. Whoever's the least power here wins. All right. Go ahead and armor to the left into Murder World. Hey, Zaire. Thank you very much for the brand new Prime. There's a ton of great people who can send it to every month here on Twitch. Thanks for sending it this way this month and keeping me around. Appreciate it. All right, so if we Cerebro this turn, we could potentially Blade next turn. We're going to swap hands on turn 6. I think I actually want a Cerebro into the bar with no name because I want space to play 4 cards in each of these locations. Yep, yeah, collect your Moon Girl. Some of the best things you can be doing in Marvel Snap. So spread these out evenly, I think. Losing Rhino instead of Blue Marvel is actually a little scary because it means they have Blue Marvel next turn. We definitely have to play here because we want Hawkeye to get the bonus. Hey, Irate, thanks for the 3.5 years. Welcome back. All right, so they're going to Blue Marvel here, probably, right? So if we Iron Man left and then Nova right, we win the game? Because Blue Marvel, I guess Blue Marvel adds 8 here. Does that mean we don't win? Blue Marvel adds 8 here and it adds 5 here. If I put this here, we'll be at 24 here. And they'll be at 22. So Nova left plus Iron Man means we win left and right. Okay, cool. Get that, chat. We beat the meta deck with our brew. Oh, the arena is totally still loaded. Thank you. Opponent also did the math and realized they couldn't win. Yep. All right, so with Moon Girl in hand, I think we actually want to... play Domino on 2 instead of Sentinel, because we ideally want to be able to get our hand a little bit empty. Oh, extra energy this turn. That's kind of nice. I don't really want to Moon Girl the cards we currently have in hand. Moon Girl always clones from the left side. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just Cosmo Center. They're moving in heavy on the left, so we're going to try and win center and right here. Why is Ronin more expensive than Devil Dinosaur? Poor balance. So the way this works out, where Moon Girl always copies from the left side of our hand, I don't think we're actually going to be able to... copy Cerebro, so I'm just going to go ahead and play Cerebro to the left, just so it doesn't take up a space in either of these, so we can deploy 6 things into these other 2 locations to get more power. They did nothing? Oh, they're just banking into Sunspot, got it. Okay, so we will Domino mid, Sentinel right. I would really like to open a Moon Knight for this deck because it would synergize with Swarm. We have Blade to synergize with Swarm currently, but I'd really like a second discard payoff. Would be nice. Cerebro here again gives our highest power cards +2 power, which is why when you look at my deck, every single one of my cards has 3 power, except for Blue Marvel, who makes all my 3 power cards 4 power cards. Okay, so we'll Sentinel here and Moon Girl here. And then if we weren't locked out of playing to Clin, we'd actually be able to fill most of the board here, which should be sweet, but we are, unfortunately. Looks like they're playing to try and win the Shadowlands. Cosmo says, no Jubilee, bad. You may not play here. And then it's actually kind of awkward that we have priority here. Although I guess they could be a Nova Carnage deck, right? So we just like armor here. Just to stop them from blowing things up. We're only gonna be plus... We do lose to Chavez here, unfortunately. Didn't have anything to play around that. Yeah. We needed a Blue Marvel to beat Chavez. We'd have had Blue Marvel, he would have been worth what, 6, 7, 8, 9 here. The draw card was actually really bad for us because now we could risk discarding this. This is unfortunate, but I think we go for it. Okay, we didn't hit our Swarm, unfortunately. When you discard this, you get free copies of it, but we also didn't hit Cerebros, so I think that's fine. Sinister London is so good in this deck because we actually just want to fill every space, right? And it can give us multiple Cerebros. Yeah, the MTG bot dev said they just don't have any time to add other card games right now, so unfortunately, they're not able to do anything for me. Oh, yeah, this location's actually bad for us, huh? And we discarded our Rhino? Wow, yeah, that's actually terrible for our deck. There's a few locations like that are bad for us, but usually we can Rhino them, but I discarded my Rhino, right? Awkward. Well, now I just deploy stuff and plan to double Blue Marvel, right? I need the extra power, and it's very similar, right? No, I guess it's not, because I'm gonna lose. Huh? Yeah, I think we're actually just dead because of these locations, right? We're playing to win center and win right. We didn't win right, Chip. We would have won this game if it hadn't been for Murray Isle, right? If Murray Isle wasn't here, we'd be plus 12 over here. Oh, I guess we lose. Would we lose the tiebreaker? No, I think we'd win the tiebreaker, right? Because we'd be plus 12 here and plus 12 here. And we'd be similar power here. So we'd be up 17 here. And we'd be down. Yeah, we'd have won if this hadn't been the location. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have stayed in if they snapped. Definitely just got completely hosed by that location. Which is why we are playing Rhino. We just didn't have Rhino there, unfortunately. So we have some counterplay to a spot like that. And Murray Isle only screwed with us extra because of the Sinister location copying our cards into it. Oh, this is the hot location. Okay, I actually just can't play this deck today. Okay, yeah, this will be our last game with this deck. Yeah. This is the featured location means it pops up more. So yeah. This deck's actually unplayable today. Got it. Noted. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. They snapped us on Weird World. Weird World is good for us, right? Because it means I can play to Murray Isle now. All right, so they don't have a Moon Girl. They have armor here in Murray Isle, so Electra cannot kill Yondu. I guess we just do this and this. Oh, they have my Moon Girl. Oh, and the priority got us too. They had priority first, so their Moon Girl got to go. They don't have another Devil Dino, though, right? Is the thing? So I can slide Nightcrawler out of here, because we're decisively losing this. And then I've got Domino and Sentinel, so this is 9 total, and this is 8. They've got 2 cards here, though. I think we Blue Marvel mid and ship it. Oh, did I not draw a card this turn? They have Chavez, right? Because I didn't draw a card this turn. So if I would have put Blue Marvel here, it wouldn't have mattered because they had Nova Carnage. Good job. All right. Unfortunately, the deck I wanted to play today is unplayable because of Murray Isle. We'll play this one some more on Friday. What are you gonna do? Let's do the vampire deck. It's like, this deck's actually probably pretty good to Murray Isle because it's good at flooding the board. There are a lot of really cool things you could do with cards that I don't have access to. It's very sad that we can't deck build around them because of it. Turn 5, all cards must be played here. I feel like I want to hedge Ant-Man somewhere not the Avengers compound because getting my Ant-Man into the featured zone today would be really good. Nailed it. Easy game. And then they probably want to be in Murray Isle now, so we'll Rocket Raccoon in the middle, who gets a bonus if your opponent played a card in your location that turn. Honestly, I think I'm gonna snap since I got Ant-Man into Murray Isle. We have a strong chance to win this game. With the Rocket Raccoon here too is excellent. Hello. Am I Electraing the Quicksilver? Am I chilling on her for now? I think I'm chilling on her for now. It's only turn 3. We should have resources left to play her out with later. I might want to deploy her into Mojo World later. So we're going to have to play right next turn. So I think I'm going to Kazar into Mojo World this turn. What's the mana cost on the Winter Soldier? Is he a 2 or a 1? He has a 2, just like his base card. Sad. Okay, so we have to play out left this turn. So we can do this, and then next turn, we know we're drawing Chavez. Okay, so I think we're punting Mojo World, and then we're up the most in the center. So I think it makes most sense to Nightcrawler into the left, and then Iceman here, and then Chavez will get discarded by Dracula to go up to 10 power. I think we're in a good spot here. What just happened? I want to suck your blood, blah. some decent cubes there. Climb back up a little bit, maybe. What's going on, Erdian? Thank you for the 4 years of support. Welcome back. Gonna be able to be with folks like you. Yeah, I like Dracula's design a lot. Especially with our boy the Infinite here. I'm just gonna snap anytime I put Ant-Man into Murray Isle on one, I think. It's just like, big game for us. Yes, at the end of each game. Wow, brutal. Get got, chat. At the end of each game, a random card in your deck gets boosters equal to the number of turns you played that game. Our snap might have been a little premature, chat. Well, that's a rough beat for the Scarlet Witch, chat. A Khazar here, and then we need to draw Dracula next turn, or we're gonna be stuck on Strong Guy. I guess I could Khazar left, and then we could just play 4, skip 5, play Infinite 6. I think I like that idea. So do I want to skip 5, play Infinite 6, or do I just want to Chavez on 6? The upside to Chavezing on 6 is Squirrel Girl gets to put power into a couple of locations here. But I'm not going to be able to get my hand empty either way because I drew Infinite with no Dracula. So Strong Guy cannot get his bonus here. I just want to play for Chavez. So they have a Khazar as well. So I'm down by 5 here. That actually means I'm going to lose Mary Isle, right? Are we bailing out then? Is my best chance to win Nightcrawler mid and then Chavez right punting this? So I put Chavez in here. We're down 6, up 10. So I'm only going to 30. So I'm still down here. But this will give me... each of these are worth 1 more because of Khazar. So this is 3, 4, 5. This gives me 11 here. And then Squirgle is going to put 1 here. So I'll be 12 on the right. So it'll be 11 and 12. We might realistically win center in right here. Sick. Sweet. Nice. I was not expecting to lose Mary Isle there, but ended up working out that we played the rest. We played the rest of the spaces. Yeah, it was a sweet game. Our deck didn't play out exactly like we needed to, but able to clutch through anyways. Again, I'm going to hedge Ant-Man into the middle just because one of these is likely to be Mary Isle. They hedged Raccoon into the middle, thinking I wouldn't play to the Lek. That was a good coin flip there. Put a bunch of rocks in my deck. All right, well, I mean, I guess we're playing the rocks out in this deck because they're 1 cost for Khazar. All right, I think we're actually just torch shit. All right, take your cube. I'm going home. I'm out of here. We're really good at drawing Infinite. Hopefully we can have Dracula this game. Love to Rocket Raccoon into Murray Isle. Even if they don't have a 1-drop here, we get to go ahead and get him bigger, and they do. So Rocket Raccoon, all of the Guardians of the Galaxy get bonus power if you predict the location your opponent is playing to. And there is a Dracula to pair with Infinite. So we'll want to sculpt our plays this game to try and make it so Infinite is the only card left in our hand at the end of turn 6. So that way Dracula can get 20 power. Honestly, I think I probably should have snapped here. I think there's a chance if I snap now they concede, but I think we're definitely snapping now. What does snapping do? It doubles the stakes that the match is being played for. So this is how many ladder points I get, the winner of this game gets, and the loser loses. Ooh, this is actually quite bad for us. So this and Strong Guy were our 2 worst draws because now they're going to be caught in our hand because we drew these 4s. I'm actually not sure Angela should be in this deck list. I think there's a real chance that playing this many 2s is a punt. Rude with Okoye is interesting. Oh, I guess, well, I'm gonna draw Chavez next turn, right? So I'm gonna Khazar over here on the left so we can try and lock this up. And then I'm gonna have a 1 and 3 for Dracula to win mid. I suppose I could technically Angela plus Strong Guy to give myself a 50% chance to hit here. They snapped. I think we're a coin flip to win these cubes if I if I make this play. I guess they could also just be like Nova Carnaging me and then I lose left, but you know, sometimes you get Nova Carnaged. By sometimes I mean every time. Quality game balance at work. That's how it be, chat. I'm gonna cut Angela. Obviously, there could be games where we draw. We draw all the things like that, but we could have skipped 4 and played not on 5 that game. Sure, and your statement is correct. So instead of telling me we could make a legal play, tell me why your suggestion of that play is the correct play with information that we had on the time. Why is that correct? Help me understand. We could play Blade as a way to filter down our hand when we need to. The problem with Blade is that he could discard our Infinite that we want to sit on. We could play Colleen Wing. Is that her name? She discards our lowest cost card, but she's also 3. I don't know, would Colleen have fixed the problem we had that last game? We could have played her on 3, which would have discarded Strong Guy, I believe. Although no, we drew Strong Guy late, right? Okoyo is crap. We're playing out most of the cards from our... Okoyo's only good on exactly 2, and the problem from the last game was we had too many 2-drops. Is the problem. I think it's probably we just want to play another one. On turn 3, we could have played out 2 cheap cards. We could have played Colleen instead to discard 1, sure. And then we still end up with Strong Guy Dracula Khazar. I guess actually, what's the math I want to do? Let me pull up a Hypergeo. The question that we need to answer is, how often will we have Strong Guy Dracula and Khazar in our hand? That's the actual question. So by turn 5, we'll see 8 cards out of our 11. Eleven, 3, 8, 3. Wow, that's actually really high. So we're 34% to see all 3 of these cards. Honestly, I think Strong Guy might be a trap with those odds. It basically means 40%, 34% of the time, 1 in 3, Dracula's not gonna get to do Infinite things. It's basically what that means. Yeah, I think that makes him bad. I'm just gonna play some more 1-drops, I think. Yeah, it could be okay to play Sunspot. We also, like, have such a low curve that we're gonna bank mana into Sunspot on occasion. What if Chavez gets cut instead? Yeah, I suppose we could get rid of Chavez instead of Strong Guy. That could be a line too. And then we could realistically play something like Colleen Wing. We could afford to play a couple of twos. If we cut Chavez, we could afford to play a couple of twos. We could play Armor and Strong Guy. So we have some counterplay to Nova Carnage. I don't hate that idea. Where's my Strong Guy at? We could do this. I think Hawkeye is pretty reasonable too. We could add him in over Chavez. Yeah, so I guess the question is, would I rather Dracula be more consistent, or would I rather Strong Guy be more consistent? I think I'd rather Strong Guy be more consistent. No, I don't have any intention to play Mario Strikers. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick. I'm gonna stew on it. Let me know what you think. Could go either way. Okay, so I had an epiphany while I was using the restroom chat that made me realize our the math I did a second ago wasn't correct. I played I did the odds of drawing Strong Guy, Dracula, and Khazar in your top 8 cards. But technically, drawing Strong Guy, Dracula, and Khazar in your top 8 cards is only a problem if Strong Guy is drawn on turns 4 or 5 specifically, right? So the computation there is actually a lot messier, right? It's the odds of Dracula and Khazar in your top 8, and then Strong Guy specifically being draws on turns 4 or 5. Maybe that's fine. It's gotta be, whatever those odds are, it has to be less than. It's, what's the computation there? It's the odds of, so we see 8 cards. What's the odds? Command. Number of cards in deck. So it's the odds of drawing both Khazar and Dracula in so it's like 1/4 you had, since Strong Guy is equally distributed through the 8 cards. Kinda? Yeah, I guess that's kinda true. That's probably a good approximate. Yeah, and then we probably don't want Armor, we probably just want Hawkeye. Yeah, let's do that. Hey, Jebediah, thank you for the 2-year resub. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. All right, let's call that good enough. Take a screenshot and play some games. People that are new to the channel and a few follows, welcome on in. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. In a former life, before I was a full-time content producer, I have a couple of degrees in mathematics and spent time teaching high school and college mathematics, including various stats classes and stuff. These days, I stream full-time on Twitch, doing a lot of card games, Magic the Gathering. We were poking at Marvel Snap since it released, as well as some Pokemon Unite and other things on occasion. I was full solo Bread Boxer, and it would not give me a pairing. Murder Worlds. Rude. I guess we just do this now, huh? They snapped? Let's do it. So they snapped because they put multiple men on Murray Isle. Well, Strange Academy almost assuredly bodes well for our opponent. Do I want to play Squirrel Girl this turn? I'm not sure that I do. Because next turn we'll play Dracula. And then the following turn, I'll have 3 cards total. But I haven't drawn Infinite yet. Okay, their multiple mana is very large. Strange Academy might do us in here, giving them an extra free move on this multiple man. We've been leveraging Murray Isle a bit better than them, which has been working well for us. Think we can win Murder Worlds here? Vulture's a bit scary. Okay, so I can Nightcrawler. Oh, if I Nightcrawler into mid, I don't get the bonus from Hawkeye. But that's probably still correct, right? Because it gives me more total power here. So Hawkeye loses 2, but I get +7 instead of +2. So it's 7 versus 4. And then we play out Squirrel Girl, and then Dracula is going to discard Chavez and go up to 10 here. And then we plan to win left with Strong Guy getting a boost. And then win center as well off of this, I think is the plan. Oh, they slid another multiple man over. Dead. I mean, they don't always have Heimdall yet. He's not guaranteed to be in their top whatever cards. They're like, what, like 3/4 to have it there? I could have played... So if I would have slid Nightcrawler. I guess if we're looking to play, and that's the other thing too, right? We're kind of just like screwed regardless of what we do. If I could have been a coin flip though, right? If I would have Nightcrawlered plus Chavez on the right, we still lose to Heimdall, right? But then we'd beat Heimdall center. Yeah, I mean, they super high rolled with this location flip here. I think our snap on one was correct because we were winning Murray Isle, but like they just got like a free extra like 18 power because Strange Academy flipped up. Yeah. And we could have, if I would have played slightly better there, we could have been a coin flip to beat them at the end. If I would have Chavez plus Nightcrawlered right, we would have actually beaten what they ended up doing. We would have lost to Heimdall on the right, so if they were ghosting or lucky, we still lose, but we had a chance to win there if I take a different line. I'm just snapping Murray Isle on one. Yeah, there's a lot of fantastic card designs in the leaks. Is ghosting a thing in this game? Yes, heavily. If you're really someone that cares about farming up cubes, this game gives people who are interested in ghosting a bigger advantage than any other card game that's ever existed. This is easily the biggest advantage to ghosters card game that's ever been made. Not close. Apocalypse is kind of scary. So every time Apocalypse gets discarded, he goes back to their hand with extra power. All right, we've got Infinite plus Dracula. I think ghosting will be a huge issue because of that. Yeah, I would expect so. If they ever put meaningful prizes attached to their ladder, I expect ghosting to be a huge problem. AB Sunspot is better than Hawkeye because I believe in you. You're capable of articulating your thoughts with your words. If you would like to tell me a card would be better, explain yourself and we can have a discussion about it. All right, it doesn't look like they're playing into Murray Isle, so we're just chilling on that location for now. Swap hands at the start of turn 6. Well, that's an awful beat for us. Oh, I guess we're gonna get their Apocalypse though then, right? So maybe it's not all bad. I think we still play the Dracula out. In fact, do we play Dracula right here? Is that what we kind of play for both these locations? Because they don't have anything committed here yet, and they still need more power to beat Strong Guy. Okay. So we're giving them an Infinite they can't use. And they're giving us a few cards here. Am I supposed to just Nova Carnage? Yes, the answer is yes. Can't play one cost cards there. Sad. Collector. All right, we're already punting the Hellfire Club. Well... Huh. I guess we're hoping to... I guess we're hoping to draw a 4-drop next turn. We're playing Infinite this game. Yeah, I guess that's true. It could just be a play the Infinite game. Nice. Sick. All right, I'm gonna snap on that draw because I think it's good for us. Okay. So we get to Dracula left, and then unfortunately, because of Hellfire Club and Miniaturized Lab, I can't Electra here. So I would have been able to get my hand empty for Strong Guy with the way these cards flipped up, except the locations kind of screwed us out. Yeah, and I think we just take the Infinite coin flip here, right? I think we do this, and then we're a coin flip to win here, most likely. We hope to win left, and then we flip a coin to win right with Dracula. It's unfortunate that Strong Guy's not going to get his bonus, otherwise we could also be winning center and they would have to commit there. I guess they kind of have to play like we could empty our hand. They don't know that we can't, necessarily. Opponent. Hey, they're disconnected or they're thinking through all their many permutations here, chat. Do we still win right with Infinite? We would have, but we would have lost the tiebreaker? No, we would have won the tiebreaker, right? Because we would have been 25 here. Yeah, we would have won the tiebreaker by 1 if we won the coin flip. Because we would have been 25 to 21 and they would have been 19 to 16. Rip. And we actually, okay, we would have lost the tiebreaker if we would have gotten our Strong Guys, so lost the coin flip there. We lost a coin flip after losing a bunch of these. Is there an archetype in those leagues with Rand? Yeah, definitely, Austin. I think Quinjet seems like it benefits with a lot of those cards. Someone asked, how is the depth of this game after playing it a bunch? The number of decisions you make that feel meaningful on a lot of the turns feel pretty good on average. It's hard to really know what deck building depth looks like right now, though, because the balance is really bad in the current patch. Alright, so we've got the Infinite. Adding a random card to our hand is not particularly great for us, especially a 3-mana thing. Well, I guess it technically could have been worse. It's got a Squirrel Girl on 1. This is definitely something that could mess up our Dracula / Strong Guy sequencing. Let's see what our draw looks like here. Clintar's a rough beat. I'm gonna play Rocket Raccoon to the left because they probably don't want to play into an unknown location, and they likely don't want to play into Clintar for similar reasons to myself. So hopefully Raccoon hits on the left and gets his bonus power here. I mean, I'm pretty deep into pool 3 at this point, and a number of others. There's a number of people that have account levels at 1,000 plus. There just aren't cards that exist that are like, if you look at the power to mana ratio of every card in this game, Nova Carnage is just a much better ratio than basically everything else, right? Is what it comes down to. I'll have a full video posting on my Marvel Snap YouTube channel breaking it all down, but if you are free to play, you earn approximately 250 levels or so a month without spending money. I think we're probably done this game. I was gonna give them the cube. These locations are real bad for us. The bottleneck for leveling that money solves is credits. Yeah, to a degree. But so like, once you hit level 954, once you hit level 954, you only start getting one new card a day, regardless of how much money you spend. Even if you're spending the maximum amount. You feel like this deck is punished by locations more than the average deck? No, I think basically every deck in this game has bad location variance at different points. I've played a lot of different decks, and they all basically get hosed by location variance at different points. Okay, so we're leveraging Murray Isle early and often here, as our deck has been known to do. Get extra energy this turn, sure. That's probably better for their deck than ours. They're probably like a Jubilee deck. If I had to venture a guess. I'm gonna hold on to Electra for now in case they deploy like a Sunspot. Or Nova, whatever that card. Sunspot is the one that soaks things up. Kinda surprised they Jubileed on the left here. Perhaps I should have strong guide here, but I was kind of expecting them to I was kind of expecting them to not play here because they had so much power. All right. And there's the Infinaut for us here. So we have Chavez next turn. So I think we snap at this point, right? Because Electra here, and then next turn I play Chavez somewhere, and Infinaut is guaranteed to go to Dracula. So we've got this game on lock, I think. Okay, so they skipped their turn last turn, meaning they're going to Infinaut this turn as well, which means this is going to end up at 10 power. So if I Chavez mid and Nightcrawler mid, we beat the Devil Dino center. And then do we still win here? I'll have 16, 21, 24 here. They're going to have 9, 21. They're also going to have 24 here. the vision could make things kind of screwy here, but I think we have a good shot to win with this setup here. Vision can slide around, changing the calculus on things. I guess they could Infinite left and Vision center, which would mean I actually want to Chavez here, right? If they do that. But then if they don't move Vision, they just Infinite here, we lose. So it's kind of just a variance flip here, depending on what they do with like Vision moving around. Yeah, so good beats. We predicted what they were going to do with our permutations, talking through the Vision possibly moving. So that's not bad at all. You think Peter Parker is a bot name? It doesn't follow any of the templating of the other bot names that I've seen, and they don't have, usually the bots have more cosmetics than this player does. I think this might be a person. They played the game fairly well as well. I don't think there was anything there that was indicative that we were playing against a bot. All right, Hawkeye into Murray Isles, turn 1 snap. Let's do it. Then, well, Iceman plus Nightcrawler here again. Sign me up. Got Dracula lined up for 4. Iceman gives us a little disruption here. And this is a meta deck too, right? Like this Okoyo Jubilee deck is an established good deck. I think I need to Electra here, right? Just for the sake of getting her out of my hand. Because if I draw a... I guess I'm going to draw... So I'll draw 1 card next turn. Yeah. Because if I draw another 1-drop and then Khazar, I need Electra out of my hand this turn. Okay, so Strong Guy is actually a potentially awkward draw here, because if we draw exactly Khazar out of our 4 remaining cards here, because remember, one of these is Chavez, we can't draw her. If we draw exactly Khazar next turn, we get a little hosed. That means I won't be able to get my hand empty for Strong Guy, and we'll have a coin flip on Dracula. So we're 75% to be okay here. Sick. Okay. So I think I want to put Strong Guy into the left here. And we'll put Nightcrawler mid. Do I want to put Nightcrawler mid, or do I want to put him left and put Rocket Raccoon mid? Because remember, I'm going to have to play Chavez right here. Because Strong Guy's worth 10 here. I think they're probably going to play to the vault because they're already committed here. I think this is the line. We do this, and the next turn we draw Chavez, play her right, and then Dracula is going to discard the Infinite. Oh, wow. Electra left is bad news bears for us. Okay, that's fine, though. Okay, so we're going to end up not playing right. We're winning center by discarding the Infinite, and then we win left by playing Chavez out, right? he says before he gets Nova Carnaged. So we know they have a 1-mana demon in their hand. Let's say their hand is Demon Nova Carnage, right? They would have a Carnage that's 6 plus a demon that's 6. Do we actually Chavez here still to hedge Nova Carnage? So I'm gonna have 24 in the middle, and then Nova would put each of these plus 8 to 23. Demon will not get the boost because it would get destroyed if it got the boost. You think we Chavez right? Because they have Demon for 1, which means they'd have to have 10 other power inside of their 2 other cards for 5 mana, which I don't think is possible. Yeah, so Chavez right beats their Chavez here, and it beats Nova Carnage. Sick. That was a sweet game. This is the 4th game in a row Hawkeye was smaller than Sunspot would have been. Is that true? How did we spend our mana? I spent both of my mana on turn 2. I spent 2 mana on turn 3. I don't think that's true, right? It ended up 1 smaller. But that also assumes we have Sunspot on exactly 1, right? On exactly 1 or 2. And like Hawkeye can be extra power, is 3 power, even if we play him out on turns like 3 or 4, right? Oh, the demon would have had +3 here. That's true. I think we're still fine though, right? And I've actually, my credits are right there. I've actually hit a point where I've run out of boosters because I've been spending the maximum amount of money every day. I've been spending $20 a day, so I've actually been shy boosters towards getting things. We only need 3 more account levels. You want to get a new card, chat? What do we got? Do we have something we could level up to get a card? Where are my boosties at? I don't really want to level this version of Ant-Man, though. I think most of the things I could upgrade are, like, alternate arts that I don't really like. Oh, I could upgrade this Cosmo. Yeah, I'm in for that. All right, sweet. Let's get us a new card, huh? Survey says Quake. Oh, look at chat. It's another card. It's another card that I don't want to play. You can sort by upgradable. You cannot. So sorting, and I guess I shouldn't have shown you. Sorting by upgradable is currently bugged if you have infinity split cards in your collection. It is a known bug, and it is why my client is now running like molasses. Does it fix it if I boot out of it? Yeah, okay. Sorting by upgradable is broken if you have an infinity split card. Yeah, opening a Quake like we did there is one of the biggest issues with the card acquisition system in this game. There's a lot of people who talk about how the rate at which you get cards isn't good. And while the rate isn't perfect, I actually think the rate they give you cards wouldn't be that bad if they just gave you some control over which cards you get. But like, spending $20 to only get 1 card in a day, and then that card end up being something like Quake that I'm just not even going to play with, that's a really bad user experience. Thank you for the 37 months, Snacker. I really appreciate the Prime. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. So a lot of people have also talked about, it's very clear that a lot of people playing this game are new to mobile games. So the reason why card acquisition is the rate that it is because they want people to always have something to work towards. So the way free to play is set up currently is you get like 4.5 to 5 cards per month, which means that when you have a full collection, it's a habit building mechanic, and they want it to be so you slowly earn all of the new cards as they come out, even if your account is complete. But habit building is also a big part of it. There is a lot of psychology that goes into the card acquisition that this game has set up. Nice. I would love to open a Nightcrawler. At the risk of Second Dinner not liking me as a content producer, I would like to say that this game, the way the economy is designed, feels like it's probably the most psychologically abusive of any card game economy I've ever played in. And I'm not talking about the cash value or what you're getting for your money or how free to play it is. I'm purely looking at it from the perspective of what type of habit building is this system designed to create with its users. It definitely feels like this game leverages systems that are kind of detrimental to players in that aspect, more so than any other digital game I've touched. Oh, Mirror Dimension is going to turn into the negative zone on me, isn't it? I think I'm just chilling on Electra for now because this could turn into the Wakandan embassy, making her 5 power. Dracula on the right, and then if we don't draw Khazar next turn, if we draw any 1 or 2, we can empty our hand to get Dracula and Infinite. Die. Okay, so I think we do this, and then we snap them, because we can Chavez mid, and then Infinite goes right next turn, right? My wife and I looked at the camp schedule for the week, and she really didn't want to swim in the lake with the kids, which we did yesterday, and then they're doing again on Thursday. So I'm gonna be off tomorrow, so I can go be the person that, goes through the lake with the children. Maybe I should have left space in one of these two for Chavez, because we're losing center still. Well, hopefully we don't lose left. Oh gosh, we could lose left here with a big pull from Jubilee. Oh my god, what a beating. Rough. Well, there's nothing we could do to play around Jubilee, Odin, Infinite. Sometimes you just get high rolled. The biggest of pulls, chat. The biggest of pulls. Raptors. Khazar loves Raptors, chip. Oh, snap. You snapped me? Seriously? I'm just committing mid, huh? So whatever we draw next turn, so long as it isn't the Infinite, we can still play it. I thought about holding Rocket Raccoon, but so long as we don't draw exactly Infinite here, we can still trigger Hawkeye. All right, there's a strong guy. All right, so I definitely want to slide this over here, and then we'll strong guy mid so we can trigger Hawkeye. And then we'll guaranteed be able to get our hand empty. The question is, can we draw an Infinite before then? Perfect. Okay, so now I gotta decide, do I want to play for Khazar / Infinite going here? Oh, I guess Infinite could technically end up going mid here, huh? Actually, do I even want the freebie? I think I want the guaranteed Infinite on the right into Murray's Isle, right? I guess I could also want it left. I think I'm gonna Khazar here and just not give myself the chance to put Infinite mid because I don't think I need it here. Yeah. I think we do this. And then the play here is, well, I was gonna say the play is Dracula plus Chavez here, but now I need to Squirrel Girl. So if I want a Dracula here, I'm gonna have to Chavez over here, which might be okay. I guess if I'm gonna Chavez over here anyways, we might as well Dracula to try and win it. Okay, I think we should be good here, right? Oh, God. Well, shoot. Oh, that's scary. So now do I need to play? I need to play to win left and right, right? So they're going to get +4 here, going up to 33. I'm going to get +3 going to 13. And then Infinite's going to go here. Wait. Does Dracula go first? Or does Murray Isle go first? Well, do I Chavez here, Chad, or do I Chavez to the left? I'm trying to calculate, do I Chavez left? I think we Chavez left. Let's find out. I don't actually know if this is going to end up 21 or if it's going to end up 20. If it ends up 20, we're down 1 here, right? Because they're going to go to 33 and we'll be 32. If this goes 20, if this ends up on 21, we tie the right side. Okay. So, oh no, wait, I was off by 1 anyways, right? That's fine. We won left and mid here, fortunately. Okay, so the way this happens, and this is relevant to know, is Murray Isle plays before Dracula discards. So Dracula's going to get the bonus and then reset his power. Is relevant to know. Noted for the future. Yeah, strong guy is a quality card. Seems sweet for sure. Our cards cost 1 less. Well, shit. Noted. This is actually really bad for us because our deck is good at spending all of its resources, so we don't really do anything with an extra turn. insert Spider-Man meme here. Okay, so Elektra is a huge draw here because she means that if they don't play an armor here, I win Mojo World by playing Elektra as my last card on I think I'm gonna hold on to Rocket Raccoon for now. We can get kind of punished by a wave, but oh, I need to Rocket Raccoon to make Hawkeye bigger, right? That's fine. We guessed right here. All right. Well, I'm definitely playing out Iceman to go ahead and get the random effect on their thing. So we guaranteed draw Chavez next turn. So the question is, can we find an Infinite? All right, and there's a Sunspot from them. So now, do I actually play this left in case they pass turn this turn to Infinite me? Because I kind of want to be able to play to win left and center here. So because Sunspot means they could Infinite, I think we just chill. We do this left. Okay, so we're not getting Infinited, and I am behind left now. Okay, and our Dracula also isn't going to do anything. That's unfortunate. I think we lose because we didn't draw Infinite here. He's one of the last two cards in our deck. I guess we do this, and then Squirrel Girl discards to here, and then we have like a small amount of power in. I'm gonna stay in for one more cube, but I think we lost. So this is gonna end up with 10 or 12. How does this work out? I think it's 12. That beats us. Yeah. Wait, are we close? We might be close here. This is 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we're still short. Wait. And Mojo Tiebreaker does it. Lovely. Lovely, chat. That was sick. So we had incredibly bad variance there. Both Elysium and Limbo were not good for our deck. And Infinite and Strong Guy were our last two cards in deck. But Mojo World was good for us with Elektra. So we tied, and then we won the tiebreaker as hard as you could possibly win it. 116 because whoever has more cards here gets plus 100 power. And on the last turn, we used Elektra to destroy one of their 1-drops to give us a guaranteed win here, which is sick. Sweet game. And then that game really kind of shows how the location variance cuts both ways, right? Like we had bad location variance in 2 spots, but we had good location variance in other spots. All right, chat, and look at this. We're progressing up this account level track. We're 1059, and in just, 40 more short levels, 50 more short levels, we'll be to a new card. Finished a mission. Cards can't be added to the miniature lab on 3, 4, and 5. Notable that added and played are different, so you can't even do things like Squirrel Girl or Nightcrawler into the miniaturized lab once it's locked down. Okay, so I think I want to Electro their Nightcrawler, but I also want to get Mary Isle going. So I'm not going to commit another thing to here, but we're going to do Nightcrawler Center and go ahead and take theirs out. Oh, that's a rough beat. I guess I could have predicted that was going to happen if I play better, huh? They want Nightcrawler here so we can get pumped up as well. Well played for the opponent, and I didn't predict what was going to happen accurately. Oh gosh. So this could be another Murray Isle, or it could be another miniaturized lab. Ick. Huh? I think I'm supposed to move Nightcrawler over, because regardless of which one this is, I need space. Like, if it's Murray Isle, it's kind of the same as having it center, and if it's miniaturized lab, I need these spaces to play Dracula and Khazar the next 2 turns. I want to commit Dracula to here. I think I'm just gonna Khazar center and see where they end up at. Have a Moon Girl here, I assume. They always do. Oh, just a Sentinel. Okay, that's good for us so far. That was not the Infinite I wanted for Christmas, chat. Okay, so that means this Dracula is only going to get +2 power. That's a big oof for us. All right, I think we're retreating with no Infinite for Dracula. With no Infinite for Dracula, there's no way we win left and here. Yeah. Take your dirty cube. We got varianced. What does Dracula do? He discards a card from our hand at the end of the game and takes on its power. So the goal is to kind of like, he combos with Infinite. He's a 4 power, 4 mana, 20 power Dorko if we have Infinite come up with him. Yeah, it is. It was another game where we didn't have Strong Guy or Infinite. It's kind of a rough beat. How do you know he'll grab Infinite? Because our deck is structured in a way that if we draw Infinite, it's always the last card in our hand. Ooh. I think I want to put someone into the cloning vats here. I think it's Iceman for the disruptive element. No, I think they were more likely to play to Murray Isle than cloning vats, which is what ended up happening. Okay, and now we want to Iceman into Murray Isle because I want my hand to be thin. Now, this is one of those games where if I draw Strong Guy as one of our next 2 draws, we won't be able to guarantee Infinite with Dracula. So if we draw Khazar Dracula and then Strong Guy on 4 or 5, we get into some trouble. All right, there's an Ant-Man. So the Ant-Man draw is kind of interesting. Because we have Titan here, the Ant-Man draw actually means that I could Ant-Man mid and then Dracula. No, that's not true. I'll say I could Dracula plus, but that's not. No, that doesn't work that way. There's the unfortunate strong guy that we're not going to be able to get our hand empty for. Wait, I could Dracula the cloning vats, right? If I Dracula on cloning vats, next turn I draw Chavez, and then I can Dracula plus strong guy on the right to have Chavez plus Infinite as my last 2 cards in hand. Right? That works that way? Which means I probably... Actually, I could Ant-Man here. And then I could Dracula or Strong Guy here. Yeah, that's a lot of power, actually. Yeah, I'm going to snap. I think this is actually good for us. Because the way the cloning vats work out, we'll have double Dracula. I thought we weren't going to be able to empty our hand here, but because of the cloning vats and getting us to their Dracula, we actually will. Okay, so I can't play mid, because if I play mid, my hand won't be guaranteed empty. And then we're hoping that... Well, I guess if Infinite goes here, we win here most likely, and if Infinite goes here, we win here most likely. So whichever location gets Infinite, we're likely to win. Well, I guess they could add more power to the cloning vat, so we're hoping that Infinite goes to this Dracula. Okay, so now, are we just hosed now? Oh, the Enchantress got us by 1. Oh, actually, the Enchantress didn't matter, right? Because I wasn't filling here anyways. The Nightcrawler slide is what got us. The Nightcrawler slide got us. That wasn't one that I had factored in. Close game. I feel like this game highlights one of the reasons why I think Snaps got a really good fundamental game system. And that's because these locations give you... Oh, Enchantress pulled 1 off of this. Yeah, that's true. Because the locations give you variance in the game, you can let deck building allow for pretty hyper consistent decks that still have variety of gameplay. And this just shows that, right? Like how this game, where normally I wouldn't be able to get my hand empty because of the way my draw lined up, but cloning vats made it actually be possible because it gave me double Dracula, was really sweet. And I know we ultimately didn't win this game, but it helped the game feel very different and unique, even in my pretty hyper consistent deck, because of the variance locations provided. And one of the core game system here is just so good for Snap. Really think this game's gonna be something. For all the new folks coming in, by the way, in addition to that leaks commander, I've got a review of the Marvel Snap cards that were leaked. Be sure to check out my Snap YouTube channel there in general. I'm posting highlights there a few days a week. Definitely want Marvel Snap to be a regular part of my content lineup like I was talking about there. I think this game's likely got a bright future. And I plan to be here making stuff for it on the regular, both here on Twitch and that YouTube channel. Played into Mary Isle. You want to snap? All right, sure. Let's do it. The Chad snaps are in, chat. We've got our strong guy and our Dracula and our Khazar. We just need our Infinite to line things up like our deck wants to do. Okay. Feeling pretty good. And they Angela here on Murray Isle, which implies that they're going to play into this location hard. So the way our draws line up here, do we get our hand empty? Oh, we're actually not going to be able to get our hand empty this game, are we? Because we're going to draw another 1-drop next turn and then Chavez the following turn. So we are going to end up a coin flip on Dracula the way things played out here. Think I want a Khazar right so I don't lock in the amount of power I have in the center. I think there's a chance we want a Chavez mid. Joke's on you, opponent. I can't trigger that strong guy this game anyways. Okay, so I think we Ant-Man left and we Dracula right, and this is gonna be a coin flip for how much power it has. It's either gonna be a 2 or a 20, which is quite the range. I wonder if I'm supposed to Ant-Man right, actually, because I think we're gonna lose the left to Bishop regardless. Yeah, I think I messed up here. Yeah, and they have Khazar to punish me. I should have Ant-Man'd on the right to give myself a better chance in that path. Okay, now that being said, my Chavez wins middle theoretically. And then Infinite could win here. We beat Chavez here. That being said, they have 4 cards, and this is Marvel Nova Snap. So Nova Carnage does beat us here. Maybe I'm supposed to have Dracula mid to potentially play around that. We are dead to Nova Carnage here, but we'll beat like, I don't mind losing to my opponent playing the brain dead best deck in the game, but like the ARG I'm losing emotes beforehand is just such like rude BM. Just like, feel free to fuck right on off, bud. Lost our coin flip anyways. So even if we had Dracula into the mid, we would have ultimately lost, right? Because it would have only been 2 power. If we would have won the coin flip, we could have Dracula here and then Infinite would have won. Yeah, the game desperately needs a mute emotes icon for mute emoticons option for sure. So that way shitters like this can't be shitters. Congrats! You won with the deck that the devs acknowledge they need to nerf. And oh look, it's the same shitter. having nowhere as a center location gives my opponent's already busted deck an incredible chance to win the game on top of everything else, so easy concede for 1 cube when they snap there, on top of them being an emoting trash bag. Good God. I thought we were gonna get through a full 2 hours of snap today, but if queuing into the same garbage 3 times in a row is, maybe it's a sign that I should go get some lunch. Oh, maybe their thing timed out? That would be great if their thing timed out. God bless. This is a client bug in this patch. Sometimes it just does this. It doesn't queue people up. I'm gonna wait half a second in case that person's just auto requeuing again. I don't know if I like this Electra. I think I want to wait to infinity split this one. EQs are fine. Disagree. Also, this is your heads up that just completely disagreeing with someone else in chat without stating the reason why you feel differently earns you a 10-minute timeout. It's always fine to have a dissenting opinion, but generate a discussion when you present your dissenting opinion. Otherwise, you're just kind of being a shitter and being like, no, you're wrong, I disagree. Help people understand. All right, Olympia's normally a kind of awkward spot for us. It makes it difficult to empty our hand, but there's gonna be a turn 7 this game, which gives us a real shot. I think I'm gonna Ant-Man into the I'm gonna Nightcrawler into the right, hedging that this could be the featured location. With the 7th turn, we should be able to get this, and we should see most of our deck this game now, right? Because we draw 2 extra cards. Cards can't be played here on 6. Rude. Oh, they killed my Chavez. That's a bad beat. And they drew a card off of my deck. Huh? A lot less good for this. Could be well, I guess we have Dracula. This could be a game where we skip. Okay, drawing our strong guy is great because that's another one of our payoffs. This might be a play strong guy into right game, huh? Where do I want to deploy Dracula to? I guess I kind of want like Dracula here and then strong guy here, so we'll play to win left and center. It feels like I'm probably not going to win this because they're probably setting up Nova Carnage because everybody's playing Nova Carnage, right? I think I Khazar here and then plan to Dracula here, strong guy here. I guess I don't really need to Rocket Raccoon preemptively. I can wait and see what power they put where to decide where I want to put Strong Guy. Our deck's actually empty right now because of Yondu and Cable, so these are all the cards I have for the rest of the game. Honestly, maybe I just play Strong Guy and then we Infinite. Nah, that's not true because I need my hand to be empty. So might as well play Dracula. Let's wait. I'll strong guy mid for now and wait and see what they do because I get Dracula next turn, right? Yeah, we can play into the vault on turn 7 potentially. And this is double Nova. They have 4 cards in hand still. Oh, it wasn't Carnage though, so Deathlock's actually a little bit weaker here. That being said, they probably can add more power into Limbo, right? If I put Nightcrawler here, this is 5, 9, 14, 17, 19, so that's still not enough. Yeah, I think there's a good chance we're gonna lose. I'm gonna stay in for 2 cubes, but I think we're torched. The extra turn was much better for them than it was for us. I think we would have been able to win, like, left and center if we hadn't had the extra turns. We would have been able to get our hand empty with the Infinite beforehand. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they have double Devil Dino as their last 2 cards. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I mentioned this. We won the game earlier where Limbo came up, but I think on average, Limbo is very bad for our deck. Limbo tends to be good for decks that have excess resources they can't play through, and that's not ours. Our deck is very good at playing through all of its resources every game. They also did a good job of disrupting our resources last game with their mill cards. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, danger. Oh, that's nice. I'm chilling on Hawkeye for now. Well, that's annoying. I guess we're gonna Dracula over there, huh? So we'll do this, and then we'll Khazar into the center next turn to double our ongoing effects. Lockjaw is a real interesting one. I think this card's super good. When you play a card here, swap it with a card in your deck. So we're gonna put some large lands over here. So I think we Electra here, and then Dracula here, and then next turn we draw Chavez, and then we get to discard this to Dracula. The question's gonna be, can they beat us inside of the Citadel? Wait, did the game lock up? I think the game bugged because Danger Room killed the Jubilee and then Lockjaw triggered. Yeah, I can't currently click on Lockjaw. I think we hit a bug. Oh, there we go. Okay. So they snapped me. So that means they think they can win mid? Oh, they had Ghost Rider to bring back their Magneto. Maybe I should have, and this is, I really, Danger Room, I think, is one of my least favorite of these tiles. Danger Room and Ego, I think, are two of my least favorite. They're just really bad variants. Like, we lost 2 different 1-drops inside of the Danger Room, and they only lost Jubilee. So if I would have had plus even 3 power here, I could have put Chavez here to tie and then win the right and win the game. We just like lost 2 25% low rolls to pure variants and just didn't get to play. A lot of the variance locations have some amount of player agency in them, and that one it just doesn't. The only player agency is like if you have access to armor or something like Colossus. Yeah, so I lost 100% of my units and they lost 50%. So there is a variance difference there. Yeah, Ghost Rider is one of the many cards that's really sweet to build around that has a neat design that at some point I will get spending $20 a day. Very, very restrictive deck building. Kick some rocks. Oh, and we're gonna switch hands on turn. Well, I feel like I'm just gonna pack it in here. Between Mindscape and Olympia, it feels like we're kind of torched. I'm like not gonna be able to get my hand empty for Strong Guy most likely playing out of their deck. I guess if they don't snap, we could chill for a turn or two and see how low their hand gets, but feels like there's a pretty good chance we're just torched here with these locations. Sure, we could do we could play Scarlet Witch. Perhaps we keep talking about the Hawkeye. Perhaps Witch is better than Hawkeye. I guess we'll Dracula. I don't really want to pass them Dracula plus Infinite. How often is Strong Guy active with this deck? Like 80-ish% of the time? Fairly often. Probably not this game because of Mindscape and the Sanctatorium, but our opponent really should have stepped there. I'd have considered staying in. And now I will not. Alright, fam. I've been Nova Carnage enough for the afternoon. I'm gonna go find some lunch. If you want to see a variety of not Nova, not Carnage decks, be sure to check out my Snap YouTube highlights channel. It will be a bastion of variety while we slog through the current metagame waiting for a patch in a week and a half. Also check out the leaks that were found in the data mines there. I go through all of the potential new card designs that's going to be coming around here at some point in the not too distant future, hopefully. I'm going to be off tomorrow because I'm volunteering at Cub Scout Day Camp again. I'll be back on Friday. We're going to play a little bit of Snap at the end of the stream again. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Wednesday wherever you're at, and I'll catch you around real soon, hopefully.